So as of recent, there seems to almost be a surge in the use of the word nigger. Not the hip-hop friendly nigga, which probably was at its height when people within the black community were contemplating what the hell was wrong with Chris Brown. What is wrong with this nigga? In the past couple of weeks, we've had a nigger-palooza, if you will. That's not right. We shouldn't, I mean, is it like nigger-ganza? Nigger-splosion? So we have the racist New Hampshire police commissioner who called Obama a nigger, but then flat out said he stands by it because he qualifies. Niggeropoly? Continuous niggerosity? We have the Mississippi judge who slapped a mentally disabled black kid on the back of his head and said, "Run, nigger, run." Niggeria of the mouth? A nigger spree! Spree of nigger! Then we have an openly gay candidate for a DC council being called nigger and faggot in a letter sent to his home because that's reasonable. The road less niggered? Niggeropolis! Then apparently a cop shot a puppy and then called it a nigger dog. Ooh, like in Super Mario Brothers when you go down the pipe into the dungeon and it's like nigger, nigger, nigger. And then multiple recordings have surfaced of Justin Bieber using the word nigger. Nigger, nigger, nigger. Nigger, nigger, nigger. We can't put this on the air. And you heard me correct. Multiple recordings. If one more comes out, this is no longer like some weird leaked thing. This is like him dropping mixtapes, okay? Like, I'm expecting Mustard to be on the beat. Mustard on the beat. And then this hot ball of fried shenanigans hit the street.
Talk to this nigga right now. I am telling you, he's video recorded me. He scared the shit out of Anthony. Started in the car. He wanted to run his mouth talking about BB and his fancy mother. Fucking say something to him now. He's got me on videotape, and I'm still flipping the fuck out.
You called me a nigger. Go ahead.
I called you a nigger. You're a nigger. Nasty fucking nigger.
Okay. You might want to get
because he's a loser. That's why he thinks he's gonna get something out of it.
Oh no, wonder. I don't sue people.
Oh, he knows the cops. How many cops have I stripped for? You ain't getting fired, bitch.
Okay.
Tell him, dude. You will fucking kill him. Don't even fucking. I'm telling you right now.
That's very, very good.
I will fucking yank his ass out the car.
Please do.
I don't know. What? Because he wants to put it on YouTube, tying that charge because I called him a racist? Because he's a racist, ignorant nigger?
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with that.
And tell him what? He's a racist nigger? Alright, you're done. My lawyer's involved.
Good.
Hey, here. My husband's coming.
Okay, sure.
Hello? I told him you're coming. You're whooping his fucking ass. Get the video off my case! Now! Or I will fucking break it! I'm gonna whip my coffee at him.
Go ahead.
He does not stop.
I mean, real talk, black dudes are supposed to be considered really scary. That's why they can shoot us. But this little white lady doesn't seem to be afraid at all of yelling nigger at this black dude in a car.
A nigger. Nasty f***ing nigger.
Which is a good way to get hit by that car.
Fucking you two. Nasty nigger.
Now, I get that this must be very frustrating for a lot of people out there because we were all under the impression that racism ended back in 2008, especially since everyone kept telling us that racism ended back in 2008, but then people keep yelling nigger at us, and so how do we reconcile these two things? What's real and what's not, man? What I find interesting is that this woman decided to clarify herself, and she called into a radio station, and then this happened.
Just clear the air here and ask you.
I'm not a racist.
Well,
I have a black cousin.
I mean, do you have something against black people?
No, I don't.
Because I'm wondering how the term like nigger even came up.
He just pissed me off. I'm bipolar.
Wait, what?
Quite frankly, if you look it up, nigger means an ignorant person.
Could someone call Feminista Jones? Because I don't know how to deal with this.
You can't do that, Miss White Lady.
I mean, basically, yeah, that's about right. If you ever think it wise to try to explain to black people what the word nigger means, then you don't know the definition of wise.
I'm not a racist.
Well,
I have a black cousin.
Your cousin is black? What does that have to do with you being racist and yelling racist things? You can be racist and have a family member that's black. I know, it's crazy. You can be racist and have black friends. You can be racist even if you went to college with black people. If you live with black people. You can be racist if you work with black people. If you're related to black people. You can be racist if you are black people. There's some poor white dude watching this show right now, and his mind is blown. So I'm just gonna say this just in case it wasn't clear. If you're not black, you probably shouldn't be using the word nigger. Now, I'm not talking about if you're like teaching a class or reading literature and the word nigger pops up. Of course you can say that. Or if you're like, hey, that guy called that girl over there a nigger. Yeah, you know what? No, that's okay. You can say that. But for the most part, you probably shouldn't just go around using the word nigger. It's not wise or advisable. But black people say nigger, and if they can say it, why can't I say it? That's hypocritical. Yeah, I mean, you're right. It's not fair that us mean black folks are allowed to use the word nigger, and you just wanna join in fun. It must look really, really fun to say it, and you just want to be a part of that. And then every time some white folks say it, they get in trouble and they get yelled at. That's not fair. So you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do for you. I went to the National Organization of Black People and I petitioned on behalf of white people to allow them to use the word nigger just freely with no consequence. And guess what? The National Organization of Black People agreed. You are now allowed to say nigger anytime you want. Wait, hold on. I'm sorry, I misspoke. There's a couple things that actually have to be met before you guys can use it. I mean, but this should be pretty simple for you. The first thing is that you have to be enslaved for 400 to 500 years. Well, I mean, that's 400 to 500 years goes by like that. I assure you, trust me. Come on, my people know. And then after you're enslaved, then we have to treat you guys like crap for another 100, 125 plus years. A lot of problems. There'll be some black water fountains only. Yours will be filthy, that type of stuff. I mean, this is not, I assure you, it's a walk in the park. It's not that deep. Apparently, we're gonna have to come up with a bunch of stereotypes for you guys that paints you as horribly violent and just animals, really, just absolute animals. That's how we're gonna come up with a bunch of systems also that are made to keep you down specifically. Some of you might get through, and that'll be great. But for the most part, we're gonna kind of oppress you. I know this might be a little bit iffy, but we're also going to fetishize you. Okay, so we might just stare at you, try to touch your hair randomly. We're also gonna basically deem all of you less attractive because you don't meet our standards of beauty. So we're just gonna build that into the system. That'll be a part of the system thing. Don't worry, you won't even really notice it at all. Don't worry about that. And then we're going to blame all of the nation's ills on you for a while, just in general. Hopefully I mean, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. We're probably gonna have to rob and kill some of you as well, like just strip you of all your wealth. I know that you've been working very hard to build up this wealth, but we're gonna strip that away from you because, I mean, you're not really human under this circumstance, you know what I mean? So sometimes that has to happen. I assure you, it's not that hard. So just a quick recap. 400 years of slavery, another 100 plus of just being treated pretty badly, all this oppression, negative stereotypes, systems built to keep you down. And I'm sorry, we forgot. We're also going to tell you in the midst of all this to pull yourself up by your bootstraps. And when you try to explain that you've been oppressed for like 400 or 500 years and that it's just not fair, we're going to laugh at you and tell you that the Jews didn't make the same argument. And then after that, boom, you guys can say nigger all you want. It's totally fair. Congrats. I hope you are as ecstatic about this as I am.